Hey, welcome family, friends, and followers. If you're new, then hello, welcome to Crystal's Daily Dose of Joy. So yes, y'all, this morning I was supposed to go down and take my final math exam and the final English exam. I am trying to get used to the city bus schedule here in Atwater because I've never really used it here in Atwater, and I did use it in Merced all the time. So me and my husband, we're just trying to learn our way around because he doesn't really need it. He don't drive. I mean, he does drive and I don't drive. That was by choice. Some of you asked why. You should still try and this and that. No, I appreciate it, but no. I'm a nervous person. I know and I use wisdom with everything I do in life, and I don't feel in my heart that's a good thing for me, because I could be the person that caused an accident or put myself in an accident. I mean, I was never one of those people that was meant to get on a bicycle or to ride a lawnmower or anything that you got to ride on or drive on, because of just no. I've tried a few times throughout the years, and I'm very clumsy. I'm kind of all over the place, have a 90-0 personality, and it's just not the safest thing for me. So I am blessed because we do have Uber, we do have Lyfts, we do have city buses, we do have taxis, we have all the stuff. I have a lot of good friends, a lot of church family, a lot of people that are willing, to help when I have stuff I have to do. If I was one of those people, like I had to constantly be in and out, going, doing things, that would be a little bit different. I'm not. I am looking into part-time work, but I'm also making sure the work I get into works around my son's school schedule, and it also works around me not driving. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think it's important for me to share this type of video, because a lot of times we will tell people and we will shame people, and I'm not saying nobody's done it, but we will, because, oh, well, this and that, you should be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that. And at the end of the day, you should not be telling someone what they should and should not be doing. If that person's figuring it out and they're living and they're trying to do things to make things happen and get things done, as long as they are accomplishing it, then that should be really all that it matters. So yes, tomorrow I will go. My teacher won't be there, but it'll be my teacher's aide, Mr. Martin Castro, such a wonderful person. And I will go down and pick up the paperwork from the classroom, and I'll go and test. And I'm just going to take a Lyft, because I would take the bus, but with the city bus, it runs every half hour. And then when you got to go from like Atwater into Merced, it'd be every hour. And my tests will be anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half on each test. And I just want to get down there super early. But I'm super, super thankful. I'm grateful. And I always tell y'all this, because a lot of times we don't see our gratefulness when things ain't going our way and there's a struggle. I'm thankful during the struggle, because during that struggle, I am learning something. I am growing. And I have to get more familiar with like downtown Atwater, the streets, where the bus stops are, the walking, stuff like that. Because yes, some of you have told me, not everybody, there's been a few people, and like I say, I'm not going to mention names. It's definitely been no one on my channel, I'll say that much. That's all, and that's all I'll say. Told me, well, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work for you because you don't drive. And that's where you're very, very, very confused or don't understand. Yes, it will, because where God makes a will, he makes a way. And I know in my heart that me going through high school diploma and getting set up and everything I needed to get set up was for a reason, was for a purpose. And that's what matters to me. So I just thought I'd jump on and share this type of video. This is more like a chit-chatty video. But two things I want to remind people, because my channel is a variety channel, and that's what it's about. One, stop telling people, whether it's loved ones, friends, families, followers, whoever, people in the public eye, that, oh, you shouldn't. Second thing is to encourage people, even if their situation and their circumstances is different than yours. If their situation looks like it's going to be harder, it's not a good fit, encourage them. Instead of saying, well, you're not going to be able to do that, it's not going to work out, that don't make sense, then say, you know what, I would recommend this versus that, or, you know, here's another way of thinking about that, or maybe look into it a little bit further. Go about it in a different route. Because I know for me, one thing I used to always allow and I don't anymore, is I used to always just accept when someone would say, oh, well, this and that and that and this, and I don't accept that anymore, because I honestly didn't even think with high school diploma, y'all, I really, really did not in my heart think that I was done and that I would complete in the month of April. I thought I'm not going to finish till like the second, third week of May, and graduation's on June 5th. And God blessed me and opened that door, and we're not even in the month of May yet, and I'm done with high school diploma. I've had a lot of what ifs in life. I did not think, you know, any part of me. I was like, oh, well, you know, that's why I had to shift my focus and stop focusing on, oh, the numbers and the views and this and that, because I got way too caught up for a little bit. Oh, my channel would ever do good. It would ever do well. It's doing so well now, so well. Little things like that. I never thought I'd be one of those people to just change my outlook and my views, and I did. And these were things I didn't get, y'all. If it's a struggle, it's a struggle. But maybe someone in the world needs to hear that today. Maybe someone in the world needs to hear that you can. You can and you will. Not I can't, you won't, or it's not going to work, it can't happen, or you shouldn't. Now, if you're in a situation where maybe you're going through something, you have a mistake, you have a wrong, you have an area that in your heart, in your mind, and another person's, you know, ain't right, that's a lot different. But when it comes to like life things, providing for your family, jobs, school, you know, things you do, then it is not a person's place. I think a lot of times in society, whether it be on TV or it be in the public eye or it be what you see when someone, like when I pick up the camera and record, we just look at someone based off of maybe how they live, where they live, how much money they make, what they do, what they don't do. And that's just really, it's really sad, you know? It's really sad. So I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go rest. I'm going to go eat something. My husband is getting ready to go down and cash his check. He's got to go to a bank in Turlock because of the guy he does side work, and it's the guy he also traveled and did work for, and we don't have that bank here in our area, so he's going to go down to Turlock. And it was very nice of him to go with me this morning, because I definitely would have walked and went by myself, but he just wants to make sure that when I go, I'm used to all the streets, I'm used to all the roads, I'm familiar with the bus schedule, because anybody that knows me, that's been with me that long, whether it's in person or on my channel, I mean, you could ask my good friend Lisa, you could ask my mom, you could ask tons of people, you know, I could get anywhere I wanted to in Merced. I've never really had to, and just so this is a little bit clearer and this makes sense, because I don't know if I've explained this on the channel or not, maybe I have a time or two. I do not live right in town. We live in Atwater, but we're more out towards the country end of it, I guess you would say. So if you're driving, you can get up to the stores, the restaurants, stuff like that in about 15-20 minutes. If you are on foot or bike or whatever you're using to get around, it takes about a half hour. So like even leaving from here to go up to the bus stop, it took us, I think, a total of like 37 minutes, 37 minutes. I'd have to look at my phone again, but it's about a half hour walk, you know. And that anybody that has to use the bus schedule or stuff like that, that is just the rule of thumb, just to know if you're using a city bus schedule, you have to understand where they can pick up at, where they won't pick up at. They're not going to drop you off always right in front of your destination. You might have to get off in a spot and walk a half mile or a mile down to get to where you need to go. Unless it is like social services or maybe the hospital or somewhere like that. But 90% of the time, you got to walk a little bit once you get off the city bus. And you got to get used to the bus schedule, understand maps, how their app works. So yeah, we just decided let's go down, get familiar with everything. And I can wait, because I was going to go today. I can wait and still go and do my testing for my math and my testing for my English tomorrow. Y'all be blessed. Like and subscribe. Bye.